Hello everyone, my name is Ishan Jolly, also known as the JollyLegend, and today we shall be comparing the Neumann U87 to the Shure KSM44A microphones. So both of these microphones are very similar, right? They both have three polar patterns, cardioid, bidirectional, and omnidirectional. They both have pads, they both have low cuts. Like, in terms of what you get on the microphone, they're very similar, they're similar sizes as well. Shure is this big, the Neumann is that big, so, about the same. And they both have that sort of, smooth, not too bright sound profile to them. So overall, they should be pretty similar microphones. Now, I'm kind of curious because I haven't heard them back, side by side yet. But I'm kind of curious how similar these two sound, actually. But yeah, so here is the Neumann and the Shure. They're both in cardioid. No pad, no low card, nothing engaged. And this is what it sounds like. Alright, so let's try out the microphones in, let's try the different polar patterns first off. Alright, now both microphones are in bidirectional mode. Now, I believe bidirectional has the strongest proximity effect of any sort of polar pattern in general. So maybe the voice sounds more rich, more bassy, but hey, maybe you hear the reflections of my, TV screens, or my computer fan, which is basically right behind both of these microphones. Kind of cool, actually. You switch both of them to the right of the microphone to go in bidirectional and then to the left for omnidirectional. Another similarity. Right, now to omnidirectional. Alright, okay, so now we have both microphones here in omnidirectional, and this is what it sounds like. And there is how we go. Now the omnidirectional has effectively no proximity effect, so this is how my voice sounds like with no proximity effect. So it's probably the most natural sounding, but then it also picks up all the room reflections, which I guess is also another way of, sounding natural. But back to cardioid. And now both of the microphones are back to cardioid, and I've engaged the high-pass filters on both microphones. So the Shure KSM microphone's on the middle one, which I believe is the 80 Hz sort of cutoff, where it's, I believe it's 18 decibels an octave cut off below 80 Hz, and this is what it sounds like on that. And the Neumann, I believe the Neumann's is actually like a pretty crazy high pass filter. Let me just check that real quick. U87 frequency response, images. Yeah, that starts at like 1 kilohertz, and then high passes it down. Interesting. Wow. I wonder what that's used for. But yeah, that's a Neumann U87 It's got a pretty crazy high pass, where it's taking out a lot of that bass. But hey, maybe that's a desirable sound. Maybe my voice sounds nice and natural now. Maybe it sounds like it's sort of ready just to be put in a film or a game or something, because it just sounds natural, like someone's just in the room speaking to you, instead of how microphones sound, a bit intimate. And, right, now the Shure on the bass roll-off. So now it's, I believe, at like 115 Hz. It's like a 6 decibel per octave or something like that. Let me just check that out. KSM44A frequency response. Okay, yeah, low frequency roll-off 6 dB per octave at 115 Hz. And the low frequency cutoff is 18 dB per 80 Hz. Okay, so that's the different frequencies. So right now, minus 15, no, low frequency roll-off on the Shure, and the Neumann's got the high-pass filter. And now let's check out the pads and how they sound. Do they sound any different? Let's hear. Alright, now, so, both microphones have the pads engaged. The Neumann is a minus 10 dB pad, and the Shure's is a minus 15 dB pad. Let's see how the tone changes. Does it sound any different? Does it sound the same? Because I know on the Lawton microphones, the pad changes the tone quite substantially, where the negative pads are warmer sounding and then the positive pads are brighter sounding. So does it sound warmer now? Does it sound different? Let's hear them back, and alright. And now we are back to both microphones completely flat and neutral. No pads, no switches, cardioid mode, and all that jazz. Right, so you've been hearing me speak into both microphones up until this point, but, let's try some other stuff out and hear what kind of response we get there. She's into superstition, black cats and voodoo dolls. I feel a premonition, that girl's gonna make me fall. She makes you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain. She makes you live her crazy life, but you take away your pain like a bullet to your brain. Come on, upside, inside out. She's living la vida loca. She'll push and pull you down, living la vida loca. Her lips are devil red and her skin's the color mocha. She will wear you out, living la vida loca. And I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city. I make a lot of noise 'cause the girls, they are so pretty. Riding up and down Broadway with my head out in the world. And the ladies say, save a horse, ride a cowboy. With that honky-donk, but honky-donk. Keeping perfect rhythm make you wanna swing along. Got it going on like Donkey Kong. And hooey, shut my mouth, slap your grandma. There ought to be a law, get the sheriff on the phone. Lord have mercy, how she even get them britches on with that honky-donk, but honky-donk. Dig through the ditches and burn, through the witches I slam. In the back of my Dracula. Lights go down, it's just you and me. Storylands will soon be free. Hold tight as the game unfolds. Feel the magic in tales untold. 6'4" dream in the night I stand. Pulses racing through this grand land. Handsome face, deep voice so fine. Starting soon, we'll cross the line. Welcome to the dark where the myths collide. Legend on the rise, got that fire in my eyes. The hero in the night, see the story unfold. A voice so deep I make the devil feel cold. The hero in the night, but the story's still untold. Got that power in my voice, feel the chill, feel the cold. The legend's in control, I'm the god of the space. In the dark I ascend, leaving myths in my wake. Right, okay, so those are some different sort of applications of the microphones, different vocal styles. Got some country, got some regular pop, got some rap, got some growly vocals. Growl, growl. Just in case you want the proximity effect on that thing. I feel like the Shure microphone is going to have a very strong bass response. I feel like that's going to be the key difference between these two microphones. Is the Shure will have a very, very profound bass response because it doesn't roll off the bass, whereas I believe the U87 does roll off the bass like just naturally without any filters. But hey, those are the two microphones side by side, or I guess one on top of the other. But right, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope it helped you guys out, and I'm excited to watch this back because I'm very curious how these two sound. I mean, I can't hear them back. And trying to monitor them live when you have two microphones is very confusing, so I never bother doing that. But right, okay, so Shure KSM44A versus Neumann U87 AI. Which one sounds better to you guys? Thank you guys all for watching, see you guys all later, and goodbye.